Welcome to the Athletic Scheduler Pro 2025 Resources Guide. I'm Mark Perkins, the developer of the Athletic Scheduler. The Resources module of the Athletic Scheduler Pro tracks your budget and inventory. When you first open your Athletic Scheduler, you will see the Resources icon on the opening layout. Once you are on the Resources layout, you will find a Resources tab control with Budget and Inventory as your two main panels. Budget includes your account budgets and transactions to track expenditures for each of your teams. Inventory includes your uniform and equipment inventory. The process of using these resources begins with adding the various accounts you want to track. You can add a single account, many accounts, or import the accounts on the Budget Accounts tab. To import your accounts, click on the Import Accounts button. The accounts list layout will pop up. Before you import your accounts, you want to make sure the column headings match the account field names. To assist you in this, you can click on the Export/Import Example button, which will create an import example with the correct headings. To add a single account, simply click on the Add Account button, and a pop-up will provide you with the new account layout for you to fill in. The Add Accounts button allows you to add several accounts on one layout. Once you've added your accounts, you can create new transactions on the Transaction tab. Click on the Add Transaction button, and a pop-up will appear for you to enter the details. If the transaction is tied to a contest, enter the event date and select the contest from the drop-down menu. If the transaction involves transportation, the cost estimate will populate. If the transportation has been assigned to the contest, as well as the vehicle cost information has been entered in the back room. However, enter the exact cost in the amount field. Shared projects and accounts can optionally be added to the transaction in the two portals below the transaction detail fields. Use the Projects tab to manage projects and view their transactions, and use the Vendors tab to manage vendors' information. On the inventory side of things, you will start by entering your inventory of equipment and uniforms. Click on the Inventory Products tab and select your inventory account. On this tab, you can add products individually or by importing a spreadsheet. This is also where you will enter the brands and materials associated with your products. The AD and issue room reports are found here. Once you've entered all your data, click on either button with the associated team to show the report. To add products individually, click on Add Product on the Product tab. A pop-up window will appear for you to enter the details of each product, including a photo. You will also be allowed to enter the size units for the product. Click on Save to save the product, and you'll return to your Product tab. If you wish to import your product from a spreadsheet, click on the Import button. It will take you to the product import layout, where you will click on the Import Inventory button. Column headings of your import must match the required field names. The Export/Import Inventory Example button will export an Excel file with all the proper column headings that you can use for your import. There are two ways to add photos to your products. First, you can insert or paste photos of products in the Photo field on the Detail tab or when you enter a new product individually. Simply click on the Photo field and select Paste or Insert Picture. You can also import photos of products into the Athletic Scheduler. Save all your photos using the product name as a file name such as footballhelmet.jpg and put them in a folder on your desktop. On the Product tab, click on the Photos button to take you to the Photos layout. Click on the Import button. This will import all your photos into the Athletic Scheduler and match them with the product names to each product. For any products whose size units records have not been created, click on the Units tab to create them. With the product selected, click into the size of the unit. This will create the unit. For products that have only one size, select OS, one size, but each product must have at least one unit record. To assign selected units to a team, select the team and the units you wish to assign in the Assign field. Then click the Assign All Products Units to this team button. This will assign those units to that team. For products that multiple teams share, such as lacrosse helmets or a general issue of shorts and t-shirts, there is an Assign Product to Multiple Teams script button to make this process easier. First, select your season. If you are assigning the product to all or a particular gender, use the Select Team Gender Chooser to select them. Otherwise, you can hand select individual teams in the team portal list. Then click on the Assign Product to Multiple Teams button. You can also unassign products from selected teams as well by selecting the season and teams and clicking on the Unassigned Product from Teams button. On the Units Detail tab, you will see the details of the selected unit and a list of teams that have been assigned to it. The Team Inventory List button will show you a list of units assigned to selected teams. You can also add a unit by clicking on the Add Unit button. Once you have all the units created and their information completed, you can create holdings. On the Units tab, create holdings by selecting the product and clicking on the Create Holdings button. This script uses the creation number field in each unit's record to determine how many holdings to create for each size. It also uses the Team Chooser to determine which team gets which holdings. For instance, you have 50 lacrosse helmets and you want to assign half to the varsity and the other half to the JV. Set your team and number creation for each. After creating holdings for a numbered product, such as a uniform jersey, you can enter the uniform number for each holding, or click on the Set Uniform Numbers button to automatically set numbers in order of size. To assign equipment to players, click on the Holdings Assign Holdings tab. Select the season, team, and product you want to assign. Here you can set the details of each holding as well as assign the holding to a player. On the Certify tab, you can track the certification of equipment. Invoices are accessed on the Product tab by clicking on the Invoices button. To create a new invoice, click on the New Invoice button. You will be presented with a pop-up for which you can complete the invoice details. This is also where you will view invoices. You can scroll down through them or use the Product Chooser to find an invoice for a given product. You can also click on the All button to find all invoices. If you want to add products on the invoice to the Products Units table, click Yes in the Add to Units field of that product and click on the Add button for that invoice. After adding the invoice to the Product Units table, you will be shown the detail layout for each product for completing the details. The Audit Trail button will provide you with the name of the individual completing this form and a timestamp. This completes the Athletic Scheduler Resources Guide. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me.